10 years, 21 films, countless moments that have kept fans on the edge of their seat, holding back tears, and even cheering with delight, and it all comes down to this. With Avengers Endgame here offering the final chapter of the Infinity Saga, we can't help but take a look back at the stories and moments that affected us the most. What's up guys, KILLIAN here, and these are the 10 best MCU moments. And number 10 is the snap from Avengers Infinity War. Who didn't scream with relief the first time they saw Thor land that blow with Stormbreaker? And yet the snap still happened. Thor should have aimed for the head, and before we even had a chance to process it, Thanos snapped his fingers and turned most of our heroes to dust. You could hear a pin drop in the theater at that moment, and we knew the MCU would never be the same. Number 9 is when Tony Stark meets Nick Fury. Now, Marvel is well known for their amazing end-credit scenes, but when Tony Stark walks into his darkened home to find Nick Fury there to talk about the Avengers Initiative, well, we all felt like we were witnessing something we'd never seen before. The seeds being planted for what would become the Avengers. And the number 8 spot is I Can Do This All Day. This particular moment is actually split into two moments. The first one in Captain America the First Avenger particularly stands out because it comes from Steve Rogers before he has the powers of Captain America. The skinny young man is determined to not back down. It's an inspiring moment, made even more inspiring decades later when in Civil War, he's still unwilling to back down against Iron Man. Number 7 belongs to Hulk from the Avengers. From side-punching Thor to ragdolling Loki, Hulk had a lot of memorable moments in Avengers, but when Captain America tells Bruce that now would be a good time to get angry, Bruce drops a pretty clever truth bomb. He's always angry. That's his secret. Moments later, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Hulk. Which brings us to number 6, when Tony Stark stalls Loki by offering him a drink and laying out the threat that the Avengers are to him. Loki seems unfazed. He, after all, has an army, but Tony has a response for that too.
We have a Hulk.
That line comes to play again in Avengers Infinity War when Loki himself uses it against Thanos. Number 5, the elevator fight scene, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not only does Captain America take out at least 10 men who have weapons intended to overpower him, but the scene is incredibly shot. It's Captain America at his absolute peak, and that's why it's the midpoint of our list. Number 4 comes from Avengers Age of Ultron when Scarlet Witch becomes an Avenger. The moment is significant for good reason. Before this moment, she's not a hero, in many ways responsible for some of the events of Age of Ultron, but Hawkeye gives her a choice. Stay there until safety comes or step up to be an Avenger. Wanda steps out that door and becomes a hero, something that matters years later when she takes on Thanos in Infinity War. Number 3 is Killmonger's last words from Black Panther. It may be the most powerful moment in the MCU overall. Even in defeat, Killmonger surprises and even manages to teach Black Panther one final lesson. Killmonger chooses not to be saved. He doesn't want to be imprisoned like his ancestors before him, people he feels Wakanda abandoned. It's a powerful statement that stays with T'Challa. Number 2, the Avengers first assemble. That moment in the very first Avengers movie where the original 6 heroes come together as a team for the first time to take on the Chitauri, it's downright iconic. It's a moment that made it to the top of many lists like this and stands out as one of the most visually iconic scenes from the entire Infinity Saga. But the big winner goes to Guardians of the Galaxy. Ultimately, there was one moment from the MCU that was chosen as the top, and it's this. With the team facing certain death, Groot extends himself to create a shield around the group. It's clear to them that this act will save them but kill Groot in the process, prompting Rocket to ask why he's doing this. Why is he sacrificing himself? The answer? We are Groot. It's the small play on Groot's language that really sends the message home. They aren't just a team anymore, they're a family. Perhaps that's the real message of the whole MCU. We may come from different places and different worlds, but when we come together, we become one. What's your favorite MCU moment? Tell me in the comments, hit me up on Twitter at KILLIAN, and thanks for watching.